Okay, good morning. Welcome to the 2024 Upper Manhattan Real Estate Market Report, Condominiums. We divided it into two segments this year. We just finished townhouses, now condominiums. So I'm Rob Pear, the founder of the firm.
My name's Gareth John, the head of research.
All right, the condominium market analysis, we cover the same zip codes as we do for townhouses. Many people know us as the townhouse agency. What they don't know is that I'm a licensed contractor and have been developing condos in Harlem and Upper Manhattan for 20 years. I'm a licensed contractor as well. And we have next door to us Harlem Property Management that manages 3,000 condominiums and co-ops, about 70 buildings. And, so we do know condominiums. So if you're interested in either buying or selling condominiums, our information will be at the bottom of the screen at the end.
Right.
Gareth, I'll let you talk about the fine details.
So let's look at the condo market. We'll look at the current state of the market, then we'll look at sales in 2023. Okay, condo listings. Currently there are 294, actually in December, there were 294 on the market. That is about average, you can see here. But let's look at what has happened in the past 2 to 3 years. Post-COVID, condo listings recovered, just like the townhouse market recovered, but inventory overshot as condo developments that had been finished just before and maybe during COVID, that pent-up supply came on the market and it collided head-on with pent-up demand. So we reached 444 listings in late 2020, which was the highest I think we've ever seen, Rob, no? It remained high through 2021 and 2022 as the sellouts hit the market and has now normalized. So that led to, that marked a period of very intense activity. The market's normalized now. It's a bit lukewarm, pending the next wave of sellouts. We'll discuss that later in the presentation.
Let me add one thing to that. During COVID, we literally we know developers. As I mentioned, I'm a condo developer, or was in the past. So a lot of these condo developers purposely held their properties off the market and didn't release them until COVID kind of, worked itself out. The same thing may be happening here with the interest rate. We think it is. Some of the condo developers are waiting until the interest rates start to come down. They don't want to release them with record highs. So as soon as they start to cut, you'll see more release, and you'll probably see something similar to this. Probably not that high, but I would imagine, pushing 400.
Yeah. So if you just saw the townhouse sector of the video, that is affected mainly by kind of economic factors. Here, the economic factors also impact supply via the developers. So it's a little bit more complicated.
Controlled release.
Exactly. So compared to a fairly average year, let's say 2019, 2023, we saw 229 transactions versus 293. So it's down about a third. And $193 million spent versus 269. Okay, let's look at sales year on year. Again, 2018, 2019, 256, 293, a drop during COVID to 221, and then a huge rebound in 2021 and 22, these big condo sellouts, and then a drop back to a lukewarm market currently. And a similar pattern seen in terms of volume. That's the total amount spent. Although in fact, in 2023, the overall volume dropped below 2020 during COVID, suggesting not only a drop in sales, but a drop in price, which we did see.
So Gareth, did the sales volume on townhouses, we saw price reduction to 20%.
We did.
What did you see here?
We saw a price, good question. We saw a reduction here. You can see, condo market average prices are not quite as dead level as they are in the townhouse market. They vary a little bit. 2022 they went up in the face of in the presence of these new high-end development sellouts. 2023 they have come down by approximately 8%. So that's 8%. 2023 versus 2019, like an average year here. So a drop in prices, less so than in the townhouse market. The average sale price is less than in the townhouse market. So it's kind of the amounts of money that you're dealing with are smaller, thus the interest rates have slightly less impact, I think, on the market.
It shows, yeah.
Okay, let's look at sales by classification. We've got R1s here, 2 to 10 unit, small, they're kind of boutique buildings. We've got R2 walk-ups, and then these R4 large elevator buildings, especially the newer buildings, they dominate the market. They're about 85 to 90% of the market. You can see that all sectors have been impacted in 2023. This is 2021, 2, 3. 2023, they've all been impacted by interest rates and also by the decline in the number of sellouts.
And remember, this is all Upper Manhattan, and I think you break it down by zip code later. Not here?
Not here, but it is in our report, which we will be sending out. We'll be posting on our website on Wednesday. That's January the 10th, at 5 p.m. sharp. So you should go to the website and download it as soon as you can. All right. Very good. Okay, so to summarize, the Upper Manhattan condo market rebounded in 2022, but has now cooled. The rebound was driven by new condo sellouts, which also increased prices. Prices dropped in 2023, but by less than in the townhouse market. R4 units, that's the ones in the big elevator buildings, dominated sales. What happens next? Well, it's going to depend on the economy, and it's also going to depend upon pent-up supply, not just demand. We do know all of the new condo sellouts that will be coming. We have them on a big Excel sheet, and if you'd like to know more about them, you can give us an email or a text or a call, and we'll tell you all about them.
Awesome.
Very good.
And also, if you're working with a broker or you need a broker, ask them, how many condos have you developed? Are you familiar with the Schedule A's, Schedule B's, and the tax benefits associated with these buildings? Because all of those three things affect the price.
Right.
You look at two condos, they look just alike. The three things I just mentioned are going to change the price dramatically. So if they have familiarity developing or working with a developer, that's great. If they don't, that's not so great.
Yeah, if they know the difference between a J51 and a 421A abatement, and if they know the difference between an R1, an R2, and an R4, then great. And if they don't, call us. Very good. Thank you.